exactly where I stand on the issues. I've waited a long time to get to this position, and I'm the first Black chair of this committee. And because of my experiences, I hold the areas of education and public safety close to my heart. People of my generation, Black and white alike, were unable to attend school during massive resistance. And I want to make sure that no child is ever denied the ability to have a quality public education or denied the ability to grow up in a safe and supportive community. These experiences have made me stronger and unafraid to stand up to anyone when I believe that what is being proposed is not in the best interest of the Commonwealth. I want a strong Virginia, and I have worked tirelessly to produce a bipartisan budget for the committee. Compromise when it is in the best interest of the Commonwealth and the nation is exceptional. However, I will not compromise when it endangers the Commonwealth's future. In the introduced budget, the governor proposed individual income tax cuts while he increased sales tax rates and expanded the tax base. This reduced revenues by $1 billion. However, this is not sustainable when the JLOC report on K-12 funding pointed out that the current funding formula is inadequate. We must do something to appropriately fund public quality education and retain talented teachers, as the students that pass through our schools are our future leaders. To have adequate funding, this budget retains the new economy sales tax categories related to streaming, digital downloads, and other computer and digital services for individuals. It also applies the sales tax categories to business transactions. I find it only fair that the same taxes apply to individuals and businesses when consuming the same services. There are things that would traditionally have been taxed prior to digital transformation. You would have paid sales tax when you were buying a CD, when now you have downloads or streams your favorite songs without sales tax. Likewise, a business would have purchased a server for their company to store files and paid sales taxes, while today they are stored in the cloud without being taxed. This change is in line with the comparable switch to collect sales tax for online purchases as people shifted their shopping habits from brick and mortar stores to online retailers. Simply put, our sales tax needs to reflect the products or services that people are purchasing. Consumers have switched from traditional durable goods to services, which reduces the sales tax base unless we modernize. As the chair of this committee, I will direct our staff to review Virginia's tax system in the interim and help us develop recommendations for a tax system that reflects a modern economy that brings us in line with other states. This is important for a stable revenue for current service levels and the ability to address K-12 funding long-term. Now I want to share a few highlights from the proposed budget before each of the subcommittee chairs offer their detailed information. Our amendments provide over $1.6 billion in funding for pre-K through 12. This includes teacher salary increases in both years. There are also salary increases each year for state and state-supported local employees. In higher education, support is provided for need-based aid and operation. In the areas of public safety, investments focus on making communities safer through funding for violence prevention and supporting victims of crime. In HHR, we prioritize services for individuals in need and work to ensure that we have an adequate healthcare workforce. In natural resources, we maintain over $100 million for the Water Quality Improvement Fund, which meets the assessed needs identified by stakeholders. In capital and transportation, investments support addressing deferred maintenance and funding programmatically needed facilities. I will also note, as promised, that I have delivered for my area of the state a proposed multifaceted approach to toll relief. This will include, for individuals earning below $50,000, 14 free toll trips per week, forgiveness of individual toll debts pursuant to a successful negotiation, the ability to receive a no-cost transponder, and a study by VDOT on how to make HOV toll-free options available in the future. I will reiterate that this will be my top priority over the next 4 years of this term. As a committee, I believe we have delivered on prioritizing funding for the people of Virginia, and we look forward to hearing from our subcommittee chairs who have worked diligently to bring before you this afternoon their recommendations for amendments to Senate Bill 29 and the biennial budget, Senate Bill 30. I thank them for their tireless efforts to produce the subcommittee reports. After all the subcommittee reports have been issued, I will ask the introduced Senate Bill 29 be amended in accordance with the subcommittee reports, and that the bill as amended be reported. I will then ask that the introduced Senate Bill 30 be amended in accordance with the subcommittee reports, and that the bill as amended be reported. Now that I have outlined the committee priorities and the process, I will ask Senator Deeds to provide